Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing on this Friday night? How's everybody feeling? I know it's been a while since I went live. Last time I went live was game one of the ALCS between the Mariners and Blue Jays, but here we are, World Series game one between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out to the folks in the chat. Appreciate you all being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I know it's, a lot of us, we wish that the Yankees were in the World Series, but unfortunately, it's not the case, right? So, but it should still be a fun and exciting World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's going to be a fun matchup. It's going to be an interesting matchup. We'll talk about both teams. We'll get it. We'll do some predictions too. How about it? We'll do some predictions like we always do, right? So make sure y'all hit the like. Let's get those likes up. Hit that subscribe. Let's continue growing this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And let me say what's up to the chat real quick. We got Katie, first person in the building. What is going on? John the Beagle Dad, what is up? Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? Hopefully you're doing well. Who else we have in the building? We have Robert in the building. What's up, dude? Jockey Boy. What's going on, Jockey Boy? I know you must be really excited for the Blue Jays, man. This is an exciting moment for you. So I'm playing neutral here. Obviously, I'm not rooting for any team to win, but I'll still give you all my prediction here soon. And I'll ask you for yours. Who else we got in the building? Lou is in the building. What's up, Lou? What's going on? But yeah, this is going to be a really exciting matchup. This is going to be a really exciting World Series. I'm really looking. I've been really looking forward to this. This is one of the more exciting World Series that is going to go down here soon, and I'm interested to see how this whole thing plays out, man. I'm interested to see how this whole thing plays out. What's up, Daniel Berry? I know Daniel Berry's a big Dodgers fan. What is up, man? What's up? So, looking at both teams, all right. You look at the Dodgers, you look at the Blue Jays, both solid lineups, right? They both offensively, both are solid. They both have guys that can hit for contact, that can hit for power, no doubt. What's up, Cecilia? I know you are excited because your Dodgers are in the World Series, and I know you're having your own. Yeah, it looks like you're having a watch party at your place. Nice. Okay. Well, like I was saying, I think both teams have a solid lineup. There's no doubt about that. The Dodgers, everybody in that lineup, 1 through 9, they could hit. For a home run, they could get on base, they could run, they could steal. They're pesky at the plate. You have a lot of experience, a lot of veteranship in that Dodgers lineup. You look at the Blue Jays lineup, they got a good young dynamic team, right? The Blue Jays, they got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., right? They got their guy George Springer. You look at the Dodgers, they have Mookie Betts, they got Shohei Ohtani. Freddie Freeman, right? I could go off. I could name all the players on all teams. There's a lot to look forward to with these lineups. And both teams, they got here. They got here for a reason. And I don't think it should come. It shouldn't come as a surprise that the Dodgers are here. They ended up sweeping the Brewers. They ended up beating a good Phillies team. So, the Dodgers are trying to prove to baseball once again that they are the team to beat. And they're going to try and go back-to-back World Series. With the Blue Jays, I'm sure a lot of fans probably didn't expect the Blue Jays to be in this spot, right? Nobody really thought that the Blue Jays were going to go to the World Series. But here we are. And the Blue Jays could ruin that party for the Dodgers. They could spoil their party, and it could be one of those Cinderella stories. And the Blue Jays played a tough series against the Mariners. I mean, it went all the way. It went all 7 games, but the Blue Jays came out on top, and now they are at this stage of baseball, and these are the final 2 teams. But who takes it all? That's the question. So, my humble opinion, right? In all honesty, and I could very well be wrong on this, right? I could very well be wrong with my prediction. Like I was talking about with the lineup, right? Before I give you my prediction, the lineup, honestly, both lineups really good, like I was saying, but I think the Dodgers, to me, I think they have a more solid lineup, in my opinion. All right. When it comes to starting pitching, now both teams have both teams have good starting pitching, but the Dodgers pitching starting pitching has really showed up in this postseason, right? Blake Snell is going to be pitching tonight for the Dodgers, and he's been phenomenal for the Dodgers, right? So he's been killing it for the Dodgers. I mean, 3-0 record, a 0.86 ERA, got 28 strikeouts. Those are some pretty decent numbers right there. You have Trey Savage, who is experiencing playoff baseball for the very first time. I'm sure, who would have thought he would be experiencing something like this in this stage of his career, right? Young career, 2-1 record, 4.20 ERA, 22 strikeouts. He had a little bit of a rough start there against the Mariners, but he's been pretty solid though, and I think he's going to continue being a solid pitcher for the Blue Jays organization. Honestly, the way the Dodgers rotation is, I just feel like the Dodgers have a better rotation, I think. But the question is, how does the Dodgers rotation go up against this Blue Jays lineup? Because again, the Blue Jays lineup is solid, right? Just like the Dodgers. But I think the Dodgers, I would say they have the edge with the bats and with the starting pitching. Now, when it comes to the bullpen, that's when it gets real tricky. Right, I don't know who has the edge in the bullpen, because the thing with the Dodgers bullpen is that these guys are built for longevity, right? If there's one guy that's hurt, they got another guy that could fill in, and the Blue Jays, they also have a pretty decent bullpen, I would say, right? I know they got kind of hit around a few times during the postseason, but they were still able to shut things down as they were making their way through the playoffs, right? So, again, I don't know who has the edge in the bullpen. I feel like the bullpen is gonna determine. To me, it's going to determine who wins the World Series, who's going to have the better bullpen. I know the Dodgers are not going to have Alex Vesia on this roster. Alex Vesia, unfortunately, he had to take some time off for some personal family time, and hopefully and best wishes to him and the family, right? I read and heard something, some of the things that they're probably going through, and I wish them the best. And then Bo Bichette is back, folks. Bo Bichette is back in the lineup, so he's on the roster for the Blue Jays. So it does give a little bit of improves the Dodgers offense a little bit more. I mean, even without Bo Bichette, though, I do feel as though that the Blue Jays were going to be fine without him too. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with Bo Bichette, right? He is, he is going to be a free agent after the season. Where does he sign? Do the Blue Jays bring him back, or does he sign with another team? That's gonna be definitely a conversation in the off season. So stay tuned for that. What's up, Sherry? I see Sherry's in the building. What's going on? Heard from a lot today. The Jays have the better bullpen. And that's kind of where I'm leaning towards the Blue Jays having the better bullpen. But and that's the thing. The Blue Jays have to attack the starting pitching, but again, the Dodgers starting pitching is really tough, man. So it's an interesting matchup, man. It's going to be a really, really interesting matchup with both teams. Hopefully it's an exciting World Series, man. Hopefully it's an exciting World Series. I'm sure, Blue Jays fans are hoping for a sweep. Dodgers fans are hoping for a sweep. I don't think a sweep is going to happen, If I had to guess, I think this series is going to go 6 games, right? And I'm not. It's nothing against. It's nothing against the Blue Jays, right? I'm just strictly talking from a fan perspective. I'm kind of putting my Yankee biases to the side for a moment, and I could very well be wrong here. But I think I personally think the Dodgers take it in 6. I think the Dodgers take it in 6 games. That's what I think. Let me know what you all think. Let me know in the chat. How many games do you think this goes? Do you think the Dodgers win it, or the Blue Jays win it? And if so, and whoever does, in how many games do you all think? Let me know in the chat. Sherry says, as a Jays fan, my heart wants the Jays to win, but I'm not stupid. I think the Jays will get 1, maybe 2 games, but in the end, Dodgers are going back to back. It kills me to say, but it's reality. I understand. Jockey Boy says he believes in the Jays for sure. And hey, there's nothing wrong with believing in your team, right? If you gotta support your team. You gotta support your team, even if the odds are against your team. You still got to go out there and support them. You got to, and sometimes the underdogs, they come through, right? Sometimes the underdogs do come through, but the Dodgers are, they're on a mission though. They're on a mission to make it back to back, and show something to the baseball world, show something to the baseball fans. Let's see if any other team, if this lights a fire under any teams that were in the postseason, that are not in the postseason now, and if they decide to make any changes to their team in the offseason with any additions. So, again, we'll talk more about that as when the offseason comes around. The last game of the year between the Dodgers Jays won. The Dodgers Jays, yeah, for sure. I know during the regular season the Dodgers beat the Blue Jays 2 out of 3. I mean, not that it means anything, because really the Dodgers went 0-6 against Milwaukee, and then they ended up sweeping Milwaukee in the postseason. Could be it could be a different story for this World Series. Lou is thinking Dodgers in 4, maybe 5. Cecilia says my heart says Dodgers in 4. Head says 5 for sure. I get it. I mean, again, this is a solid. They got a solid team, man. They got a solid lineup. The Dodgers, and so do the Blue Jays, right? And Lou is saying Dodgers are a dynasty in progress. And playoffs, they are a different animal, man. They are a different animal. So you never know what's going to go down in the postseason. You just don't. You just never, ever know. But let me bring up the lineups for both teams. Let me see if I could pull that up on the screen. And Sherry says, any Dodgers fan in here, I'm praying for your pitcher of Vasil. Hopefully his family is healthy. Yeah, I can't blame him for taking personal time off. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're an athlete or not an athlete. If you're just a regular, if you're a person, human being, if you got to take time off to go attend to some family or personal matters, you do what you got to do. That is priority. That is priority. Everything else is on the back burner. And Vesia, yeah, he's a professional baseball player, but sometimes there's more important things than baseball, right? I mean, we all love the sport. We all enjoy the sport, but there's far more important things than baseball, and family is definitely one of them. So, any player that says I need to take off time to take care of some personal matters, especially when it comes to family, by all means, go take care of that, man. Because, yeah, life is too short. Life is too short. So, but anyway, let me try to pull up the lineup here. And let's talk about the lineup. Let's see. I don't know if you all could see that. So, Dodgers lineup: Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez, Tommy Edman, Andy Pages. That is your Dodgers lineup. For the Toronto Blue Jays, you have George Springer, David Schneider, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho, Ernie Clement, Miles Straw, and and Andres Jimenez as your starting lineup. So those are your starting lineups for both teams. Let me know what you all think about your lineups, or think about the team's lineups. The lineups it's pretty much what you expected, right? I don't think anybody should be surprised. I think these are the guys that we all expected to be in the lineup. Great names, good names in the lineup, talented players in both lineups. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But let's do what we always do for when we do pre-games. Let's get into predictions. I want to see everybody's predictions. What's up, Dave? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Well, let's talk about predictions. What are we thinking? What are we thinking for Blake Snell, Trey Savage? Let me know how many strikeouts, how many innings, how many walks, how many runs do these guys give up? Like, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know your guys' predictions, please. Drop your predictions in the chat for both Trey Savage and Blake Snell. What are you all thinking? Jockey Boy is giving his prediction of 5-1 for the Jays. So he thinks the pitching. I'm assuming you're thinking the pitching is going to shut down this Dodgers lineup. So I love the confidence, man. I love the confidence. Jockey Boy's going. Savage is going 8 strikeouts, 6 innings. I think that's a pretty healthy. I think that's a decent prediction. Snell is out in 4. Okay. Lou is saying Snell gives up no runs, 8 strikeouts, 8 innings, 2 walks. Trey's going 4 runs, 5 innings, 3 walks. Interesting. Okay. What's up, Sunil? How's it going? He says, forget about both teams with the advent of ABS coming to, I think he meant to say MLB, right? 2026, I'd say let the umps win their ring. It's like the Nimesh Patel toast I share. That's funny. Snell goes 7 innings, 3 home runs, gives up 3 home runs, 3 walks. Okay. I don't know. Would I be wrong if I said that I see both of these guys going 5 2/3? Snell is 7 innings in an 8-3 win. I'll say Trey Savage is going to go 5 2/3. And again, I could very well be wrong. And I think Snell is going to go 6. That's going to be my prediction. Dave is saying 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, a couple of walks, 2 home runs. Yeah, I got Snell going 6 innings. I think he'll strike out 6. He'll walk a couple, and I think he'll give up 2 runs. That's what I think. And your Savage, I think he'll give up 3 runs in 5 2/3. I think he'll strike out, I'll say 5, walk a couple of batters. It's kind of what I had in my mind, right? This is a big stage for Savage, right? Because he's never, this is his first time in the World Series. So, let's see if he's how he shines in the bright lights in the World Series, man. It's a big deal, Dave is going 6-3 LA. I'll say 8-3. I could see 7-4. Maybe, yeah, I'll say 7-4 Dodgers. 7-4 Dodgers. Sunil is going 5 1/3, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Savage is going 4 2/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Okay. Lou is going 6-0, so a shutout then. Susan's thinking 7-5, no doubt. Yeah, I'm thinking 7-5 or 7-4. That's kind of what I have in my mind right now. But you know what? I'll stick with 7-4. I'll stick with 7-4. But Susan, you might be on the money, Susan. It might be 7-5. It might be 7-5. So you might be right on your prediction. No doubt. All right. Who's hitting a home run? Any home runs? I'm sure there's got to be a home run being hit for tonight's game. I mean, I think it's inevitable. But really, I think Vladdy's going to hit one. I think Vladdy's definitely going to hit one for the Blue Jays. For the Dodgers, I think Shohei is going to hit one. I also think Shohei, and I'll say Freeman. I think Freeman is going to hit one too. Sunil says Dodgers lineup is disciplined, so Toronto's pitching series long will be in deep trouble. Yeah, Dodgers lineup is they're awesome at the plate, man. They are excellent at the plate. What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, I've been away, man. I've been away. Yeah, just haven't been able to really go live. Just been busy, obviously. I mean, and I've just been up to some taking care of some other things since the Yankees were out. I was just like, all right, well, I need to play catch up on some things, man. But wanted to go live for the World Series. I don't know how many games I'm gonna be able to go live for, but I really did want to go live for the World Series, even though it ain't the Yankees, but it's all good, right? I am still excited for this World Series. And in terms of calling games in the future, next year, I do have a plan to call other games besides Yankees games. I do have a plan to call other games too, just random games, just for the fun of it. It's not going to be often, but it'll be here and there. So Dodgers better be careful because playing on turf will have the ball bouncing all over the place. Freeman home run and creepy Kirk for the Birds. Yeah, Knicks are playing right now. Yeah, the Knicks are playing against the Celtics. So for all my NBA fans out there, over under on whether we go extra innings and which Toronto relief pitchers inflicted with a Nestor Cortez bug. Sure. Donnie Baseball, Clement, and Kirk hit a home run for sure. Yeah, it looks like they're announcing the lineup for the Blue Jays. They just did the Dodgers lineup, so they're calling players are making their entrances right now for the Blue Jays. So the Dodgers are out there already now that they're calling for the home team. What's everybody's dinner plans? What's everybody doing for food? There's Bo Bichette right there. He was on the World Series roster. What are you all cooking up? Is anybody having a watch party at their house, or are you at a watch party? I know Cecilia is doing a watch party at her place. But what's everybody cooking up? What are you all gonna eat? What are you all snacking on? Chicken and couscous, nice. I had chicken and Caesar salad. So Jockey Boy going the healthy route. Okay. What else you all eating? Let me know in the chat. Katie says Ohtani and Hernandez for the Dodgers. All right, Teoscar and Ohtani for sure. I'm going Ohtani and Freeman, man. Going Ohtani and Freeman. Jack Link's hot and sweet jerky. Okay, nice, man. Well, yeah, if you're just joining us, they're doing they just did the introductions for both teams. So once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. If I were to watch party, I'd be serving deferred food bites. I just had to throw that one. Barb at the LA Dodgers, yeah. Eggplants, parm, and Pasta. Nice. It looks like they're about to do the national anthems here for both Canadian and the U.S. Cecilia's going Ohtani, Freeman, Muncy as your dark horse. Okay, so you're going Max Muncy for your dark horse. Okay. Yeah, right now they're just having the national anthem for the U.S. being sung right now. So I'm sure once that's done, they'll sing the Canadian national anthem. So let me know, folks. And I know the majority. I know most of the subscribers I got here are Yankees fans. Have you all been tuning into any games or anything at all, or have you all just been doing other things? But yeah, let's hope for a good game, man. I'm hoping for a good game, good series. Like I said, both teams are solid. Both teams are solid, and they both earned their right to be here, rightfully so. Dodgers looking to make this back-to-back, and make it a statement. They're trying to be the dynasty now, right? They're trying to be that dynasty team. Kind of like the Yankees were back in the 90s, right? Dodgers are trying to make that happen now. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Looks like they're about to start singing the Canadian national anthem. Anybody have any fun weekend plans? Are y'all just watching the playoffs, or any other fun plans for the weekend? What do y'all got going on? Can you believe it? We're almost at the end of October. You're gonna be watching the NBA tonight. Mavs hosting Washington. Gotcha, Sunil. But make sure y'all go vote in the poll too. I'm going to check this poll real quick. Looks like I got 17 votes total. And 65% of you said that the Dodgers are taking game 1. Oh, your nephew and brother-in-law are at this game there, Jockey Boy? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know the Knicks are hosting Boston. I know the Knicks won their home opener. We've got pizza chicken and mojos. Fried potatoes from Shakey's, macaroni salad, fruit salad, dips and chips, and plenty of Dodger donuts and LA-themed cookies and pretzels. Figured as much there, Cecilia. Yeah, I've only been to one playoff game. It was like 1 or 2 weeks before my 14th birthday. It was an ALCS game between the Yankees and Mariners back in 2000 at the old Yankee Stadium. My brother got 2 free tickets and he took me. It was our early birthday gift, and we were 2 rows behind the Yankee dugout. Man, it was that was a lot of fun. I'll never forget that night. That was awesome. That was when A-Rod was playing for the Mariners. So it was cool, man. That was the years where you had Bernie Williams, Derek Jeter, Paul O'Neill, right? Jorge Posada, Tino Martinez, Scott Brocious. That was I watched those guys when I was growing up. But right now we're in a commercial break. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back, folks. don't go away. And yes, I do agree. Great job on those anthems for sure. Yeah, that was really awesome. I agree. But give me 2 seconds here, folks. All right, we're back. So the game should be starting here pretty soon. We're back. Appreciate you all being here. Let's just check and see how many likes we got just for the fun of it. Always appreciate the likes. The likes really does help out the channel a lot. So let's see how many likes we got in the building. We got 18 likes, we got 20 likes. I'll take 20. 20's cool. 20's cool. I'll take 20. Appreciate you all. Yeah, I have a feeling. The first 2 games were in Toronto. Honestly, would I be surprised if this series went back to LA and the Dodgers are leading 2-0? I wouldn't be surprised at all. But I could also see this being a 1-1 split going back to LA. And if it's 1-1 split or 2-0 and the Dodgers are leading in the series, man, I know they would love to close things out in LA and celebrate in front of their home crowd. And obviously, Blue Jays are going to try and do everything they can to, I'm sure they would love to win it in their hometown, but we'll see. But it's gonna be a good series. Once again, I know I keep saying it, but this is gonna be such an excellent series. It's actually a good broadcast setup. They probably need to add a next gen stats edition of their broadcast. So NBA has a partnership with Prime, huh? I know the NBA is gonna, or not the NBA, but I know Major League Baseball. They're gonna be done. They're gonna be done in their deal is done with Apple TV, I believe. I don't since they're still gonna continue their coverage with ESPN, Fox, Netflix now, right? Remember, Toronto had their 4-game series at New York mid-season when they swept the Yankees for the first time ever. We were coming. Yeah, for sure. I mean, oh, okay, Knicks and Boston are on Prime tonight? Okay. I didn't know that. How's everybody's favorite football team doing? Let me ask that question. I know I got a lot of football fans in here. I watched that Giants game when they came out here to Denver. And the Giants were playing so well, man. I thought they were going to win it, and then they coughed it up in the fourth quarter. I don't know how you do that. It is ridiculous. Looks like the Knicks are down by 2 against the Celtics. Celtics are 0-1 to start the season. Knicks are 1-0. Well, we got Joe Davis and John Smoltz in the booth. That after the Super Bowl, NBA will have Sunday Night NBA. Yes, I do remember that on NBC, right, Sunil? I miss those NBA games on NBC when they used to have them on Sunday afternoons. Those were some great times. Those were great times, man. They need to get back to that. They really do. Yeah, NBC. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy with all these TV deals, man. All these bunch of stuff happening, right? Like I said, MLB is going to be done with Apple TV, right? And they're still going to be working with Fox, ESPN, now Netflix. It's crazy times. So we got Blake Snell warming up in the bullpen. The Blue Jays looking like they're about ready to take the field at any given moment. Looks like they're ready to go, showing Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So all these games for the World Series should begin at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So you got games 1 and 2 tomorrow. Game 1 today, game 2 tomorrow. Day off on Sunday, and then back to LA for games 3 and 4. So that'll be Monday, Tuesday. Dallas at Denver this weekend. Pundits are going nuts, gouging over-unders on how many 70-yard field goals Aubrey will kick for Dallas. Yeah, I know Dallas is going to be here, so I know there's plenty of Cowboys fans here in this state. 2, 4, and 5. Oh, you meant to say 3, 4, and 5 are in LA. Yeah, 3, 4, 5 are in LA. And the last two, if it goes to game 6, game 7, right? If it gets that far, the last 2 games are going to be in Toronto. If it gets that far, I'm predicting 6. What's up, Pixelmon? What's going on, dude? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. What's going on? Make sure you all go vote in the poll. Let me know in the poll who you all think is going to win. Los Angeles Dodgers in 5 again from Sunil. Okay. I could see it, man. I could see it. I was trying to decide between 5 or 6 games, honestly. Who do I want to win? Honestly, man, I'm not pulling for anybody. I just want to see a good series. That's all I want. What about you, Pixelmon? Who do you want to win? Shakes up the world and go 4-0. Dude, if that happened, oh my God. Oh my God. Although I don't foresee it happening. I just want to see a good World Series. You know, but let's just enjoy all the baseball that we can, because obviously it's gonna go into quiet mode there for most of November. I mean, the month of November is pretty quiet. It's pretty dead when it comes to baseball. Things start to kind of fire up here a little bit in December with the winter meetings. And, 2026, it'll be an interesting season. We'll see what happens. And after 2026, we might be in for a lockout, folks. I don't know if you all know that, but the CBA does expire on December 1st, 2026. So there's a possibility of a lockout, because there's baseball owners that are going to try and push for a salary cap, and the players are definitely going to avoid it. There's no doubt about that. But they're going to oppose it, should I say? But we'll see how that all plays out. That's gonna be interesting. So they haven't won since '93, and it'll be a great win for Canada. And the way things have been going around the world, yeah, for sure. Hank from joining us from Twitch says Dodgers in 4. Yeah, Dodgers payroll is like 380. I know they got a high payroll, man. They got a high payroll for sure. A lot of deferred contracts. But the deferrals, I mean, it's not like they're doing anything wrong. They're playing by the rules, and they're able to get these players to agree to deferrals. So but yeah, we're in a little bit of a commercial break right now. Like I said, the game should start here in about a couple minutes. So hopefully y'all are ready. Got your snacks ready, got your food ready. Got your drinks. I mean, I don't drink alcohol or nothing like that. I know some of you out there are drinking. I mean, they still should win. Yeah, they should win on paper, right? I mean, the Dodgers should be the winners. The only reason I'd be against the Toronto World Champion is the lack of class shown by a bunch of Jays fans chanting. Whatever, man. It's inevitable that they were gonna do it. Let's be honest. I'm already halfway done with a bag of Ripple cut chips. Ha, nice. You must have been hungry, buddy. You must have been really hungry. And it looks like a nice night out there in Toronto. They're showing the outside view of Rogers Center. So Dodgers history, 1-11 on the road in World Series Game 1. Only win was in 1963 versus the Yankees. Who would have thought? Norman Soto says Dodgers in 6. That's my prediction. Look at the stupid crap, the Astros. Yeah, like I said, I don't pay attention to it. Let me pull up the game cast here, so that way you guys are just not looking at my face. All right. So we got Trey Savage on the mound right now. Perry Panier fielded Gyozas earlier. Okay. But what a moment for your Savage, man. But here's your Dodgers lineup. Top of the order, Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. Middle of the order, you got Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy. And then bottom of the order, you got Kike Hernandez, Tommy Edman, Andy Pajes. That is your Dodgers lineup. And here comes Ohtani to the plate. Ohtani is actually in Toronto, folks, so he has made it to Toronto. I'm sure you all get the joke. All right, here we go, folks. Your Savage is ready. Ohtani is ready. The umpire is ready. He says play ball. And here we go, folks. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1-0 here to Shohei Ohtani, who's hitting .220 this postseason. Last 4 plate appearances, 3 home runs and a walk for Ohtani. As your Savage sets here on the 1-0, the pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Got him with a fastball. Blue Jays fans are on their feet as your Savage sets here on the 1-1. The pitch is a foul ball, 1-2. Robert Herjavec, yeah. It might be him. I don't know. There's Mookie Betts waiting on deck. Rogers Center, very loud right now. As your Savage sets here on the 1-2. The pitch to Ohtani is high for ball 2. 2-2 now to Shohei Ohtani. Savage sets the 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and Ohtani strikes out. First strikeout of the game for your Savage. And that's going to bring Mookie Betts to the plate. All right. And here is Mookie Betts at the plate. And he takes strike or ball one. It's 1-0 to Mookie Betts. He is hitting .293 in this postseason. No home runs, 6 RBIs, an OPS of .809. As your Savage sets here in the 1-0, the pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes now to Mookie Betts. Your Savage with the 2-0. A swing and a miss. Got him with the slider. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Betts. Postseason career for Mookie Betts, .263, 8 home runs. So it definitely has a lot of postseason experience in 84 games. And there's a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him with another slider. 2-2 count. Let's see if your Savage goes back-to-back here. And that pitch looked like it was a little off the plate based on the replay. The 2-2. He did hold up. First base umpires said yes, he did. It's a full count now to Mookie Betts. You got Freddie Freeman waiting on deck for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Your Savage sets here on the 3-2 to pitch. Is a grounder hit to Jimenez, who throws to first and gets Betts out for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring Freddie Freeman to the plate now. If you're just joining us, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub. Keep sharing this channel out. Greatly appreciate it. We're in the top of the first of Game 1 of the World Series between the Dodgers and Blue Jays. 2 outs right now in the top of the first. We have Freddie Freeman at the plate now. Let's see if he's able to keep this inning alive. He's hitting .231 in this postseason. And he fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. As your Savage sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. Another foul ball, 0-2. Let's see if your Savage is able to go 1-2-3 here. It is loud at Rogers Center. Your Savage sets here on the 0-2 to pitch. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. Your Savage sets here on the 1-2. The pitch to Freeman is a grounder hit to Bo, who throws over to first to Guerrero for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for your Savage. A good start for your Savage. And now the Blue Jays bats are going to be coming up. Blake Snell will take the mound. And just like that, we're in a commercial break. And I will take another break myself. Got to fill up my water cup. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. So Blue Jays lineup. Let's go over their lineup real quick. So Springer, Schneider, Guerrero Jr., Bichette, Kirk, Varsho, Clement, Straw, Jimenez. And here's Blake Snell on the mound, who's had a very good postseason so far. And the first pitch to Springer is ball one, 1-0. Springer in this postseason, batting .239, 4 homers. Snell sets here on the 1-0. The pitch is a grounder hit to Betts, who throws over to first for out number 1. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. So here is Davis Schneider, who is batting .200 in this postseason. And the first pitch is ball 1 to Schneider. And the 1-0. In there for strike 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Davis Schneider. The 1-1. That is popped up. And Betts makes the play for the second out of the inning. So let's see if Snell could go 1-2-3. Here in the bottom of the first, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming to the plate now. The dangerous hitting Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is batting .442, 6 homers, 12 RBIs, an OPS of 1440 in this postseason, and he takes strike 1 from Blake Snell. It's 0-1 now to Vlad Guerrero. The 0-1 upstairs, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Vlad Guerrero Jr. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Vladdy. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1, 3-1 now. Pitch was in the dirt. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Vlad Guerrero. Got Bo Bichette waiting on deck for the Blue Jays. The 3-1 from Snell is in there for a strike. Got him with the changeup. It's a full count now. Vladdy thought it was a ball, but nope, clearly in the strike zone. So we have a full count now to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Let's see if he's able to keep this inning alive. Snell trying to go 1-2-3. Here's the payoff. And it's a grounder, but foul. Yo, what up, Theo? What's going on, dude? Appreciate you being here, man. What's going on? Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub button. Greatly appreciate it. Channel's almost at 2,200. So still 3-2 to Vladdy. Snell with another payoff. Ball 4. And first walk issued by Blake Snell. Inning still alive. Guerrero at first base. That's going to bring Bo Bichette to the plate now, who has been added to the World Series roster. Cool. I'm Doing good? I'm glad. Good. All right. Now we have Bo Bichette at the plate. He's batting cleanup. First pitch inside, ball 1-0. As Snell sets here on the 1-0. Here's the pitch. Another pitch inside, 2-0. It's 2 balls, no strikes here to Bo Bichette. Snell sets here on the 2-0. The pitch is 3-0 now to Bichette. So Blake Snell struggling to find a strike zone here a little bit as he sets here on the 3-0. Here's the pitch. There's a grounder, and that is through for a base hit. And Vlad Guerrero will be at third on the hit from Bichette. We got runners on the corners now. So Blake Snell in a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the first. Let's see if the Blue Jays can get on the board. We're going to have Alejandro Kirk coming to the plate. For sure, Theo. I got you there, dude. All right, here's Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. First pitch, ball 1. It is 1-0 here to Kirk. As Snell sets here on the 1-0. Here's the pitch. Foul back, 1-1. The 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Kirk. Looks like Will Smith talking with Blake Snell right now, trying to get him to settle down. So it's 2-1 here to Kirk. We got runners on the corners with 2 outs. Toronto trying to get on the board. Snell trying to get out of a jam. He sets here on the 2-1. And the pitch to Kirk is ball 3. It's 3-1 now to Alejandro Kirk. That was Snell's 20th pitch. What's up, Robert Boone? Appreciate you joining. 23 likes. The 3-1. Foul ball. It's a full count. So that'll release Bo Bichette from first base. Big pitch coming up. It'll be the 22nd pitch coming up here for Blake Snell. And we're in the bottom of the first. And it looks like Kirk has called time. There's just Savage there in the Toronto dugout. And Snell sets. The payoff. Foul ball. Still 3-2. So Blue Jays offense, they were first in all categories, and those numbers do include the postseason. I'm sure you all saw it on the screen. Another payoff pitch coming. Here it is, and another foul ball. So Kirk is making Snell work here. So Snell has thrown 12 balls and 11 strikes thus far. There's Mark Pryor, the pitching coach for the Dodgers. Snell with another payoff. Here it is. And that is hit into right field, and that's a foul ball. So a bit of a battle going on here between Kirk and Snell. Let's see who wins this battle. But it's something that the Blue Jays bats do really, really well. They make the opposing pitcher work until they can't throw no more, until they're out of the game. We've seen them do this all season. And here we go again. Another 3-2 pitch coming up. Here's the payoff from Snell. And it's ball four. The bases are loaded. That's the second walk issued by Blake Snell. And that's going to bring Dalton Varsho to the plate. So Blake Snell, this postseason, most pitches thrown in a single inning with 25. So the Blue Jays offense, the Blue Jays bats right now doing their job, doing exactly what they are supposed to do here against Snell. And now we have Dalton Varsho at the plate. Once again, is Snell able to get himself out of a major jam as he pitches for ball one to Varsho, 1-0. As Snell sets here on the 1-0 against Varsho, the pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Got him with a slider. That was the 28th pitch from Blake Snell. Snell sets here on the 1-2, the pitch. And that is popped up center field. Pajas is running in. He makes the catch, and Snell able to get himself out of a major jam as the Blue Jays cannot execute with the bases loaded. And we're heading into the top of the second now. It's a scoreless game. So let's see what the bats do for the Dodgers when we get back here in the top of the second. Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, and Max Muncy will be due up. So the middle of the lineup will be coming up here for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's see if Savage can have another 1-2-3 inning. Snell lucked out, man. He lucked out, but he was able to get himself out of a jam. That was an opportunity right there for the Blue Jays to execute, to score, but they didn't. Let's see if they get another opportunity like this later in the game. You know, it's in a World Series, in a postseason, especially the World Series, man. When the bases are loaded, you gotta execute on those opportunities, right? I always say it. Runners in scoring position, you gotta execute. I know it doesn't work out every time, but postseason, you need to execute on those opportunities more often than not, because you don't get a lot of those opportunities every time. So Let's see what the Blue Jays, or let's see what the Dodgers do. Dodgers bats do in the top of the second. And I appreciate you all being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub button, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We're almost at 2,200 subs. Let's see how many likes we got on the live stream right now. Yeah, we're at 24 likes. We're at 24 likes. Let's try to get to 50 likes if we can. Like I always say, the likes does help out the live streams, helps out with the YouTube algorithms. Let me know where you all are watching the game. Are you watching it at home, watching it with some friends? Robert says, Mattingly may not be with the Yankees since 1995, but I'm surely pulling for the Blue Jays to bust the Dodgers bubble and get Donnie Baseball that ring he deserves. Yeah, it's too bad he never won a ring as a player, man. That part's a bummer, you know. I remember I was too young at the time when it came to Don Mattingly, but I remember watching him as a kid, and I remember my older brothers talking about him too. All right, let's get back to the game here. So your Savage is getting back to work. He's on the mound, top of the second. Will Smith is going to lead things off here for the Dodgers. So let's see if the Dodgers bats can get something going here. And first pitch is a ball, 1-0 to Smith. The 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Smith. As your Savage sets here on the 2-0, the pitch to Smith is a strike, 2-1. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Will Smith. As your Savage sets on the 2-1, outside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Smith. The 3-1. There's ball 4 and a leadoff walk here in the top of the second. So for Will Smith, so the Dodgers get their leadoff man on. And referee, my man, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you as always, man. One of the biggest supporters of the channel. You with the $4.99 super chat. He says, appreciate the work you put in every stream, NFE. You're the people's brother. Much love. Thank you, man. Nah, you're the man, bro. You're the man. It's folks like you that make this channel a great place, because honestly, if it wasn't for you, folks like you and everybody else, all the subscribers, I'd be talking to an empty room. So I appreciate your support, man. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. You are the man. Thank you so much. And here's Teoscar Hernandez, who takes a strike. It's 1-1. So Katie's tuning in from Springfield, Oregon. That's cool. And the 1-1 is called a strike. 1-2. That was a bit of a, looked like a ball to me, but home plate umpire did not think so. I think Teoscar Hernandez is getting some clarification there from the home plate umpire on that call as he steps into the batter's box. Savage sets here on the 1-2 to pitch to Hernandez. It's a grounder. This could be 2. There's 1. And they only get the runner out at second. So Smith will be out at second. And Teoscar Hernandez will be safe at first. So we got a runner on first with 1 out now. And that'll bring Max Muncy to the plate. Watching from Westfield, New Jersey. Nice referee. All right, here's Max Muncy at the plate. And he takes strike one. 0-1 to Muncy. And the 0-1. And there's a base hit to left field from Muncy. And now the Dodgers have 2-man on with 1 out. Runners on first and second. So the blue Trey Savage in a little bit of a jam here with 1 out, 2 runners on. So first and second. And that is going to bring Kike Hernandez to the plate. The number 7 batter for the Dodgers. First pitch to Hernandez is ball 1. So let's see if the Dodgers are able to get on the board here. They have an opportunity now. Let's see if they're able to execute. You got Tommy Edman waiting on deck. Your Savage sets here on the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now to Kike. The 1-1. And there's a base hit from Kike Hernandez. And Teoscar Hernandez will come home. And then it's an RBI single for Kike Hernandez. And just like that, the Dodgers are on the board. 1-0 here in the top of the second. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Tommy Edman now coming to the plate. Kike Hernandez coming through in the clutch. Getting the Dodgers on the board. And the Dodgers strike first here in the top of the second. Let's see if the Dodgers could add more here to the scoreboard. Here's Tommy Edman. First pitch. Inside. Ball 1. Your Savage sets here on the 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Edman. Dodgers are on the board, beating 1-0 right now. Second RBI single by Kike Hernandez. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Edman steps back into the batter's box. It is 1-2 here to Tommy Edman. Your Savage sets here on the 1-2. The pitch in the dirt, 2-2, blocked by Kirk. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Edman. Count is even. Here's the 2-2. And it's a slow little grounder to third base. And no play can be made. So all runners are going to be safe. The bases are loaded. So it's going to be an infield single there for Tommy Edman. And that's going to bring Andy Pages to the plate. So your Savage in trouble right now. So Dodgers bats doing some work here in the top of the second. And here Andy Pages now is coming to the plate. A meeting with Trey Savage right now. So let's see if Pages can come through with the bases loaded, one out. We got Shohei Ohtani waiting on deck. So Pages not having the greatest of postseasons, but let's see what he does here against you, Savage. The first pitch is a strike, 0-1. His career against the Blue Jays, 6 games, numbers pretty decent. The 0-1, 0-2, foul ball. Once again, you're Savage in a little bit of trouble right now with the bases loaded, one out. Dodgers looking to put up some more runs here on the board as they're leading in this game 1-0. And Pages calls time. Do me a favor, folks. Go vote in the poll. Let me know who you think is winning game 1. It looks like 26 votes and 54% of you said the Dodgers are gonna take game 1. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2 now to Pages. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Pages. Bases loaded, 1 out. Dodgers leading 1-0. You're Savage with the 1-2 upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even. Shohei Ohtani waiting on deck. So you're Savage up to 38 pitches right now. Dodgers bats are making him work. The 2-2. Pitch is low, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Andy Pages. The 3-2 pitch coming up. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Pages strikes out. Second strikeout of the game for you, Savage. That's a big strikeout there for you, Savage. So now we have 2 outs with Shohei Ohtani coming to the plate now. So Shohei Ohtani struck out in his first at bat. Let's see what he does the second time around with the bases loaded. Big swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball, 0-1. The 0-1. Pitch is low for ball 1. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Shohei Ohtani. Your Savage sets here on the 2-1 against Ohtani. And the pitch. As a grounder hit to Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he steps on the bag. And your Savage is able to get himself out of a major jam. But the Dodgers are on the board, 1-0 going into the bottom of the second. Could have been a lot worse there for the Blue Jays, but they made it happen. Your Savage was able to get himself out of a jam. So 1-0 game. Dodgers are leading on a Kike Hernandez RBI single. So now we have the Blue Jays bats coming up, And Clement, Straw, and Jimenez will be due up. So the bottom of the order for the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's see what Blake Snell does here in the bottom of the second. But I appreciate you all being here on this Friday night, game one of the World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that sub. Keep sharing this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. So, first couple of innings, pretty interesting. So let's see what happens here in the bottom of the second. Let's see if the Blue Jays can answer back and get on the board here. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling on this Friday night? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's feeling well. The game will resume here momentarily. The bottom of the second will be coming up. Yeah, so Blue Jays had an opportunity back in the first inning to get on the board, but just could not capitalize. They had the bases loaded. Let's see what the bottom of the second looks like for these guys. Dodgers almost blew it open. They almost did, man. They almost did. They could have. They almost blew it open, but they didn't. You know, Pajes struck out and Ohtani grounded out. So Ohtani now 0 for 2. All right, let's get back to the game here. Bottom of the second, Ernie Clement leading things off. He takes strike one. 0-1 here to Clement as Snell sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. Foul back, 0-2. And there's a base hit by Clement. So a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second. The tying run on first base for Toronto. As Clement singles to left field. And that's going to bring Miles Straw now to the plate. As Clement reached down to that one. I mean, that ball looked like it was going to hit the dirt, but Clement was able to make contact with the bat. And there's strike one to Miles Straw. It is 0-1. What's up, Evan? How you doing, buddy? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully life is treating you well. Thanks for popping in. What's going on, man? It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Miles Straw. The 1-1. Foul back, 1-2. Let's see if the Blue Jays are able to get on the board. Tying run is on right now. And you got Andres Jimenez waiting on deck. Snell sets here on the 1-2 to pitch. Oh, swing and a miss as Straw strikes out. And that's the first strikeout for Blake Snell. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. So Straw struck out on a foul tip. What's up, CT Cards? Good to see you, man. Evan says life is good. I'm glad, dude. I'm glad. I'm glad life is good. Hopefully everybody's doing well. And it's ball one here to Jimenez. CT Cards, I'm sure your dad is watching in with a lot of excitement. I know your dad's a big Dodgers fan. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2-0. It is 2-0. Railbird, what's up, Railbird? Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. How you doing, man? The 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now to Jimenez. TV is so small, though. Haha. Hey, Joseph Orsi's in the building. What's up, Joseph? Life is good, man. Life is good. You know, I wish the Yankees were here, but oh well. The 2-1. That is a foul ball. It's 2-2. Railbird says he's chilling. Cool. Make sure you all go vote in the poll. Let me know who you all think is winning game one. Let me check this poll real quick. So we got 30 votes, and 53% of you said the Dodgers are taking game one. Snell sets here on the 2-2. The pitch. Did he go? Oh, he said it tipped his bat. Got a piece of his bat, and that is a strikeout. Jimenez strikes out. So that's the second strikeout for Snell. Back-to-back strikeouts. Yeah, it came off the tip. It said it tipped his bat, the ball. So according to the home plate umpire, so 2 outs now. And we have George Springer at the plate. First pitch is a grounder. Blake Snell. Oh, whoa! Oh, wow. And Clement gets tagged out at third. Oh, man. That was a crazy play. Can you believe that? So Freeman fields it, was going to throw to second, but then throws to first. Springer was safe. And then Snell throws over to third to Muncy, who tags out Clement. So the Dodgers get themselves out of a jam. My God, that was a bizarre moment right there. Top of the third now coming up. You got Betts, Freeman, and Will Smith due up here, folks. Yep, we're in a commercial break. Joseph Farsi says, you made the regular season, man. Thanks for the chill game call and the focus channel. Yeah, anytime, dude. Anytime. I figured, I know a lot of other content creators, which is fine. That's the way, I can't knock what they're doing. They get all fired up. I prefer kind of like the broadcasters on TV, just try to be a little bit more relaxed and chill when it comes to calling games, Yeah, they might have fired Snell up, man. That was huge. That was huge. That was big. But let's see what the Dodgers bats do. So first couple of innings in this game, man, it's been a couple of interesting innings right now. So let's see what else this game brings. Gotta love the World Series, man. Gotta love postseason baseball. I know a bunch of channels. They scream like 5-year-olds, calm guys, talk bets, you call the game. Yeah, I'm not a gambler. I know there's folks out there that gamble. I don't promote it. It's not something that I would ever promote. But I know there's people out there that gamble. I know I'm not passing judgment. It's just not my thing, man. I just would rather just call the game and focus on the game. That's just me personally. I can't speak for everybody else. Yeah, to the best of my abilities, Lou. You guys see me get frustrated, but it's not like I'm cursing up a storm or whatever. It's just more like, come on, like, what are you doing? All right, your Savage is back on the mound. You got Betts leading things off here for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1 as he takes ball one. It's 0-1 to Mookie Betts. 1-0 is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Betts. The 1-1. Ball 2. Ball 2. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Betts. Your Savage sets you on a 2-1. The pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. 3-1 now to Mookie Betts. Your Savage right now at 48 pitches as he sets here on a 3-1. The pitch to Betts is ball 4. So leadoff walk here in the top of the third. Dodgers get their leadoff man on here in the top of the third. So Betts will take first, with Freddie Freeman coming to the plate. Robert Boone, according to Aaron Boone, he said that Aaron Judge will not require surgery. That is according to what Aaron Boone said last week when he and Brian Cashman did their press conference. It's 0-1 here to Freeman, who is 0 for 1 in tonight's game so far. The 0-1. Ball 1. 1-1. Savage throws over to first to check on Betts. Betts safely gets back. Here's the 1-1. Pitches in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Freddie Freeman. Jays are playing with nerves and blank looks on the faces. They need to get loose. Yeah, easier said than done, man. They're going up against a very good Dodgers team, a very well-experienced Dodgers team. That's funny, Robert. So there's ball 3 now to Freeman, 3-1. Got Will Smith waiting on deck. Here's the 3-1 to Freeman. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks here from your Savage. So runners on first and second. We're probably going to get the bullpen going now, because your Savage is at 54 pitches so far. So still nobody out. Runners on first and second. Here is Will Smith, who walked in his first plate appearance. Joseph says he's like number 28. Nice. We need 22 more likes to 50. And there's a strike to Will Smith. Got Fisher warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Smith. The 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Will Smith. As your Savage sets here on the 1-2 to pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Will Smith. It started off 0-2, now it's 2-2. Ball 3 just misses. That was a close one. And the replay does show that it was just slightly off the plate. It was definitely outside of the plate. So now it's a full count. So Will Smith working the count here, working Trey Savage. Three-two pitch coming up here from your Savage. And there's a base hit to right field. And Betts is going to score. And they got Freeman in a rundown. And he will be tagged out. Will Smith will be at second. So it's a 2-0 game now. The Dodgers are up 2-0 on an RBI single by Will Smith. And Freeman was caught in a rundown. He got tagged out. And Smith took advantage and went to second. So now we got a runner on second with 1 out. And we got Teoscar Hernandez coming up now. So Dodgers are up 2-0, folks. Your Savage already up to 60 pitches. And here is Teoscar Hernandez, who is 0 for 1. First pitch. Foul ball. 0-1. One and one now to Hernandez. Pitcher's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Joseph, I guess they're saying that Don Drysdale was 6'6". It is 2-1 now to Teoscar. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Teoscar's swing and a miss, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Teoscar Hernandez. So 64 pitches right now from your Savage, 32 balls, 32 strikes thrown by Trey Savage. There's ball 3. It's a full count now. Drysdale was 6'5". Okay. I know someplace we're saying 6'5", 6'6". Got Max Muncy waiting on deck right now for the Dodgers. And that is hit up the middle. Bo Bichette fields it, throws to first, and gets Hernandez out. Great play there by Bo Bichette. Will Smith now at third base with 2 outs. So Teoscar at least was able to advance the runner. And now you have Max Muncy coming to the plate, who is 1 for 1. Lou said this dude is cooked. If you're talking about you Savage, yeah, I mean, they got him. The Dodgers bats are definitely doing work here against your Savage as Muncy takes ball 1 in the dirt. Two runs, you change the pitcher. I mean, I see what you're saying, but you gotta try and get what you can out of your starting pitcher. I mean, if he gives up another run here, I could see them going to the bullpen. But you hate going to the bullpen early, but sometimes you do what you got to do. I mean, he's already at 68 pitches, you Savage. But you figure if he gives up another run here, a swing and a miss, 1-2. So that was pitch number 69, the 70th pitch coming up. Maybe after this inning, if he's able to get out of this inning, you probably won't see him come back out. The 1-2. Ball 2. 2-2. So that was the 70th pitch there by Savage. Swing and a miss, and Muncy strikes out. But the Dodgers got another run on the board. It's a 2-0 game going to the bottom of the third. Got to wonder if Trey Savage is going to come back out. I don't know that he will. I mean, the Blue Jays did have one of their guys warming up in the bullpen. But it's 2-0. Once again, bottom of the third coming up. Appreciate you all being here. As always, appreciate the support. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see how many likes we got in the building. Let's see how many likes we got. Yeah, definitely a bad swing by Muncy. Yeah, we got 29 likes in the building. Appreciate all the likes. Thank you so much for all the likes. I'm not surprised that they kept him in. I mean, it's only 2-0. If the Dodgers were up like 4-0, right? I think they probably would have taken him out because then the Dodgers bats are getting hot and your Savage is getting worn down. But let's see if he comes back out in the fourth inning. They're scared the Jays pen will get rocked. I mean, with this Dodgers lineup, yeah. Let's see the poll here. So we got 31 votes, and 55% of you said that the Dodgers are going to take Game 1. The game will resume here momentarily. Yo, my man Jason from 161 River Ave. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. You watching the game? And if so, what are you thinking? Shout out to my man Jason from 161. What's going on, dude? So far, Dodgers bats have been able to answer. Jason says, what's good, brother? Watching it. Jays need to keep working Snell 100%, man. But Snell is able to get himself out of these jams. So, but we're back. Bottom of the third. We got David Schneider leading things off. He takes strike one. The 0-1. 1-1. The 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to David Schneider. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Schneider is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. It is a full count now to Schneider. The 3-2 pitch. A swing and a miss, and Schneider strikes out swinging. The third strikeout from Blake Snell. Got him with a changeup. First out here in the bottom of the third. And here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who walked in his first at bat. And the first pitch is ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. There's a foul ball, 1-2 now to Vlad Guerrero. As Snell sets here on the 1-2, the pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Vlad Guerrero. The 2-2 outside, ball 3, full count now to Vlad Guerrero Jr. The 3-2. Oh, and that gets through for a single to left field, passing a diving Mookie Betts. So a 1-out single here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that's going to bring Bo Bichette to the plate. Bo Bichette is 1 for 1. Let's see if the Blue Jays are able to get on the board here. I'm going to run her on first. Here's Blake Snell against Bo Bichette. First pitch. Oh, big swing and a miss. That was a 97-mile-per-hour fastball, 0-1. This could be 2. There's 1. And there's 2. A double play turned by the Los Angeles Dodgers. And that'll end the bottom of the third. So Freeman fields it, throws to second to Betts. Betts to first to Freeman for the inning-ending double play. Good job to the Dodgers for getting the inning-ending double play. And just like that, we're going to the top of the fourth here, folks. Dodgers are up 2-0. You got Kike Hernandez, Tommy Edman, Andy Pages coming up. So the bottom of the order for the Los Angeles Dodgers coming up. Let's see if your Savage is going to be back on the mound. Savage right now, his pitch count is at 71. They're up by 2. You might see him back out there. I know I was saying that he may not be back out there, but we'll see. If he's back out there, he gives up 2 more runs. It'll be the end of his outing for sure. Dodgers playing some sweet baseball. Yeah, they're looking good, man. They're looking good so far. They're looking good so far. But the game will resume here momentarily. Bottom of the 4th will be coming up. Or top of the 4th, excuse me. Top of the 4th will be coming up. Let's see how many likes we got right now. We're at 30 likes, folks. We're 20 likes away from 50. Let's try to get to 50 likes if we can. Yeah, so far Blake Snell is able to get the job done. He's able to get the job done so far. Let's see if he could keep this up. Yeah, his pitch count right now, he's at 56. It's not bad. He might be able to get through 5. So let's see what happens as we get back into the game here. Kike Hernandez with a RBI single in his first at bat. He's 1 for 1 in tonight's game. It's 0-1 here to Kike. As Savage is back on the mound. And Kike fouls that pitch off. It's 0-2. Vlad Sr.'s in the crowd. Yep. Vlad Sr. watching his son. As Savage sets here on the 0-2 against Kike Hernandez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 4th strikeout for Savage. I like Savage's delivery. I like the way the ball is coming out of his hands there. Here's Tommy Edman, who's 1 for 1. The 1-0 is popped up, foul territory, out of play, 1-1. As Savage sets here on the 1-1, the pitch is popped up out of play, 1-2 to Tommy Edman. That arm release, man, where that arm is when he throws his pitches. So foul ball there by Tommy Edmonds. Still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here from Savage. That's his 5th strikeout of the game. So Savage trying to make something happen here against this Dodgers lineup. So 5 strikeouts now for Savage, and Andy Pages now coming to the plate, who's 0 for 1. Let's see if Savage can make this a 1-2-3 inning here. And Pages on the first pitch hits that ball to right center field, and the catch is made by Miles Straw for out number 3. So the Dodgers go down in order, and the bottom of the 4th now is coming up. So a clean inning there by Trey Savage. Let's see if the Blue Jays are able to get on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. So that was a good inning there by Savage. And once again, we're in a commercial break. Appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. The bottom of the 4th will be coming up. Appreciate you all being here once again. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. See how many likes we got right now. We are at 30 likes. So 20 more likes to 50. See if we can get 20 more likes. Let's check the poll here. Let's see what folks are saying in the poll, because we got 33 votes so far, and 55% said that the Dodgers are taking game 1. Smash that like button. Yeah, that's right, Joseph. Yeah, it was a good inning there by Savage, man. Able to go 1-2-3. All right, let's get back to the game here. So the bottom of the 4th is about to begin. Here's Alejandro Kirk leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th. He walked in his first at bat. Takes a strike from Blake Snell. It's 0-1 here to Alejandro Kirk. And Snell sets here on the 0-1. The pitch is fouled, 0-2. Oh, 0-2 here to Kirk. Snell at 58 pitches. The 0-2. Foul ball. Still 0-2. So Kirk's last at bat. There was a battle going on there between Snell and Kirk. Kirk was just fouling balls off, and drew a walk. Let's see what he does here on the 0-2. Pitches in the dirt, 1-2 now to Kirk. 1-2. Foul ball. Might be deja vu. Snell sets here on the 1-2 to Kirk. Here's the pitch. It is a foul ball, still 1-2. Another 1-2 pitch coming up to Kirk. This time it's in the dirt, 2-2. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, he was, Joseph. I mean, with the 2-strike approach, Kirk was nasty this year. As we are talking about that, Kirk hits that ball to right field. It's a fair ball off the wall, and Kirk will have to settle for a single as he thought about going for 2, but he pumped the brakes as Teoscar Hernandez plays it off the wall. So it's a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 4th. And a ball just hit fair off the wall. And Kirk was thinking about going for 2, but like I said, pumped the brakes, and now we got a runner on first. And here's Dalton Varsho at the plate, who's 0 for 1. The first pitch is hit it to center field. Pages is running back, still looking back, and it's a tie game. It's a 2-run home run by Dalton Varsho, and it's a 2-2 game. And the Blue Jays have tied it up here in the bottom of the 4th. Now we got ourselves a game. And the Blue Jays fans are excited. Varsho fired up, so nobody out. So Snell gives up a single and then 2-run shots from Varsho. It's a 2-2 game now. Got him with the first pitch, dead away center field. And that ball was gone, man. And Clement hits 1. And who's going to make the catch? Pages calls off Kike as Pages makes the play for the first out. So Clement has flied out to the center fielder, Andy Pages. What's up, Mystic MMA? Honestly, I'm not rooting for anybody. I just want to see a good World Series. I do think that the Dodgers take it in 6. That's my prediction. And here's Miles Straw, who's 0 for 1, fouls back to first pitch, 0-1. So Dodgers starters, 2 earned runs allowed in the NLCS. And Snell just allowed 2 runs just now. And Straw hits that ball deep in the left field. And Kike Hernandez runs in, makes the play catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Andres Jimenez to the plate. Who are you rooting for, Mystic MMA? Jimenez takes ball 1. He is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. 1-0. Foul back, 1-1. Yo, my man Ace is in the building. What up, Ace? Shout out to my boy. Shout out to the Ace Avenue. What's going on, bro? How you feeling? Sunil's keeping us updated with some NBA action. Knicks are leading 87-72. Dallas 58-52 lead nearing the halftime mark. Who are the Mavericks playing? And the 1-2. Pitches in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Snell sets the 2-2. Whoa, he struck him out looking. But the Dodgers are on the board. It's a 2-2 game heading into the top of the 5th. Let's see if the Dodgers can retake the lead. So we got ourselves a tie game. I appreciate you all being here. Once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub. Keep sharing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. Mystic MMA says, I think the Dodgers will probably get it done in 5. I'm probably actually rooting for Toronto just to try and stop a salary cap from coming. Yeah, I feel you. I don't think a salary cap is going to happen, man. The players are not going to agree to it. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to agree to it. So they're going to have to try and figure something else out. I do not think a salary cap is going to happen. If it does, man, that's definitely going to change the dynamic of the sport. It really is. But the top of the 5th will be coming up here momentarily. Appreciate all you folks being here. Thank you all for the love and the support you all give to this channel. See where we're at for likes. Yeah, still at 30 likes. All good. Let's try to get to 50 likes if we can. Am I crying no cap in baseball? A salary cap? You think a salary cap in baseball is going to happen? Oh, or I'm sorry, I must have misread your comment there, Joseph. The salary cap would be another nail in the coffin that Rob Manfred is trying to ruin baseball with. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the players aren't going to agree with it. And here's Shohei Ohtani leading things off. So the Dodgers did go to their bullpen. They have Flu Hardy, their left-handed pitcher, Mason Flu Hardy, on the mound. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Ohtani is 0 for 2 in today's game. The 0-2. Outside, 1-2 now to Ohtani. Two and two. got Mookie Betts waiting on deck. And Ohtani strikes out looking. He is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. Yeah, I don't think a salary cap is going to happen either there, Joseph. I don't think so. The players are never going to agree to that. Here's Mookie Betts, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. He takes ball 1. A lot of people did there, Mystic MMA. A lot of people fell for that report. The 1-0, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1 to Mookie Betts. What's up, Slow Burner? How you doing, man? How you feeling? There's a strike, 2-2. And Betts with a single to center field. So Betts gets his first hit of the night. Slow Burner says he's feeling good. Cool. I got you, Sunil. Just be safe out there. For $700 million, I gladly move to I gladly move to either LA or Toronto. I mean, for $700 million, I'll go play for the Twins if they offered me $700 million, man. But no cap in baseball because that's not work ethic. Yeah, I can't see a salary cap happening, man. The 1-0, 1-1. I mean, they should make it a rule to where, teams have to spend a certain amount of money. They're always penalizing the teams that are spending money on their trying to build their team. Oh, and that hits Freeman. Or did that hit the bat? Looks like that made contact with the bat as they show the replay. Yep, it did. So it's 1-2 now. I think the way they try and get it through the players is also pair it with a minimum spend. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it's 2027. There might not be a season. And that's something that could come up in a conversation, Sunil, with the deferrals. The 1-2 to Freeman is fouled. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Freeman with another foul ball. The Middle Eastern Baseball League? Sure, maybe. Hardy sets another 1-2. And Freeman hits that ball into center field. Varsho running back makes the catch. as Betts will run back to first. Freeman just couldn't get enough on that swing. Now we have 2 outs, and that brings Will Smith to the plate. And they're probably gonna have a pitching change here. Yep, looks like Schneider's coming out to take Fuhardy out. We got Sir Anthony Dominguez gonna come on the mound now to pitch for the Blue Jays. And we're in a commercial break with the pitching change. Yeah, the way he hit that ball looked like it traveled, man, but just didn't get enough on it. Sunil says, how's this for coincidence? Last Toronto ring was 1993. We had a lockout towards the end of the 94 into 95. I do remember that. Same possibility here between 26 and 25 with Toronto. That is a coincidence. That is a coincidence. I mean, 26 is still going to go down. $27 though, there's probably I wouldn't be surprised if the 27 season didn't happen. Seriously, I would not be surprised one bit. Yeah, the butt of the bat was hit, so that's made contact with the bat. Unfortunately, that's still part of the bat. But for sure, Mystic MMA. Imagine that. Well, we are in a commercial break. The game will resume here momentarily. Appreciate you all being here on this Friday night, Game 1, Dodgers Blue Jays World Series. Game is tied up at 2. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub. Keep sharing this channel out. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, we're at 30 likes now. 30 likes. We need 20 more likes to 50. It could be Mystic MMA. Could be. You never know how things play out, man. All right, let's get back to this game. Here's Sir Anthony Dominguez on the mound for the Blue Jays. And Will Smith on the first pitch hits it to right field. And Miles Straw right there makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. It's still a 2-2 game. The bottom of the 5th is coming up. Game is tied. So Blake Snell should be back on the mound. Got 73 pitches. Gonna have the top of the order coming up here for the Toronto Blue Jays. So Springer, Schneider, and Guerrero Jr. will be due up. Pretty interesting game so far. The top of the order there, Mystic MMA. Checking something here on the phone. All right. Ever see batters with a finger left hanging on the butt of the bat? Freeman would be on the IL. Yeah, for real. We're the top seed in the AL that year. They would have thwarted any exposed ring chances. Yeah, I remember that team, that 94 team. I was a kid at that time, but I do remember that 94 Yankees team. It's a good team. The game should be resuming here. We're still in a commercial break here, folks, but I hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully you're all doing well. Once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub. We're on the road to 2,200 subs. There's Pharrell Williams, Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Drake is at the stadium at Rogers Center. We're back to the game. Here's George Springer, who's 1 for 2. So Blake Snell is back on the mound here for the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 to Springer. And Springer hits that ball to left field, and that is going to be a single for George Springer. So leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the 5th. Let's see if the Blue Jays can take the lead. So now we have David Schneider, who's 0 for 2. He takes ball 1. It's 1-0 as Snell sets here on the 1-0. In their first strike, 1-1. As Snell sets here on the 1-1. The pitch. And the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike, blocked by Smith. So 2-1 here to Schneider. There's a strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes, got him with the curveball. Nice pitch there by Blake Snell. We got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting on deck. So 2-2 count here to Schneider. Springer's at first base, nobody out. 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 5th as Snell sets and throws over to first to check on Springer. And the Blue Jays fans are booing. And Schneider gets a piece of that. Foul ball, still 2-2. Springer got a pretty big lead there on that pitch. I definitely remember Action Park there, Sunil. I went there when I was a kid. Snell sets. The 2-2 to Schneider is a grounder. This could be 2. There's 1, and there's 2. A double play turned by the Dodgers. That's the second double play they have turned in tonight's game. So the Dodgers defense doing work there. Their infield doing some work. Yeah, I would agree. Sunil, Six Flags going down, that would be a major disappointment. I remember going to Six Flags too in the past. And here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's 1 for 1, and as he swings and misses on the first pitch, it's 0-1 to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Wildwood? Where's Wildwood, Joseph? Are you talking about Wildwood State Park? And there's a strike, 0-2. Vlad did not like that call. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Vladdy. And broken bat. Hit to Edmund. Fields it. Throws to first for out number 3. And Blake Snell gets himself out of this bottom of the 5th. We're going to the top of the 6th here, folks. So still a 2-2 game. We got Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, and Kike Hernandez due up. So this is a pretty good game so far. I'm really liking this game 1 match right now. I mean, both teams playing very well. You know, let's see what the Dodgers bats can do. But so far, the bullpen for the Blue Jays is they're holding their own. Oh, Wildwood, New Jersey. Oh, I got you. When you said Wildwood, I was thinking of Wildwood State Park out there in Long Island. I remember going there as a kid on Sundays during the summer with the family. Let's check this poll real quick. We got 34 votes and 53% of you said .53% of you said that the Dodgers are going to take game 1. Wildwood, New Jersey. Let's see if the Dodgers can retake the lead here. All right, let's get back to this game. Oh, you're good, referee. You're all good, man. All right, we got Louis Farland warming up in the bullpen. You got Sir Anthony Dominguez on the mound as he's facing Teoscar Hernandez. As Teoscar fouls off the first pitch, it's 0-1. So it's a 2-2 game here in the top of the 6th if you're just joining us. Teoscar's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fielder's choice. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Hernandez. Once again, if you're just joining us, top of the 6th, 2-2 game. Swing and a miss there by Hernandez. The count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Dominguez sets the 2-2. And Hernandez strikes out looking. He did not like that call. What up, D's channel? What's going on? Thanks for popping in, man. How you doing? How you been? I'm doing well. D's channel says, let's go Dodgers. So it looks like he's rooting for the Dodgers. Go grand slam the like button. Let's go. And here's Max Muncy, who's 1 for 2. He takes ball 1, 1-0. So 2-0 here to Max Muncy as Dominguez sets here on the 2-0. As Muncy pops it up left side, Clement makes the catch in foul territory for the second out of the inning. And Kike Hernandez now coming to the plate. Let's see if he's able to keep this inning alive. All right, Knicks are up by 10. Nice. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Kike Hernandez, who's 1 for 2. One and one now to Kike. This is a guy that comes alive in the postseason, man. Kike Hernandez. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now to Kike. Dominguez sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and Hernandez strikes out. A good inning there by Sir Anthony Dominguez. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th. It is still a 2-2 game. It's been a good game so far. Bottom of the 6th now will be coming up. D's channel, I'm not rooting for anybody, dude. I just want to see a good World Series. I want to see some good games. But my prediction though is the Dodgers in 6. I think the Dodgers are going to take it in 6 games. That's what I think. Brunson had 31 points. Nice. Joseph says Jays in 5. Okay. The Jays won it in 5 games. Wow, that would be something. These channel says the Dodgers in 5 or 6. Yeah. So initially, that's what I was thinking, 5 or 6, and then I finally was just like, you know what? I think the Dodgers are going to take it to 6 games. That's what I think. Let's check the votes in the chat real quick. So 35 votes and 54% of you saying that Dodgers are going to take game 1. Oh, I got you, Sunil. Appreciate you all being here, though. Let's get those likes up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, let's see. I think Blake Snell should be back out on the mound, I would imagine. Yep, looks like we are back. And there's a fan with a Josh Donaldson jersey. That's funny. And there's ball 1 to Bo Bichette, who is 1 for 2 in tonight's game. Best baseball movie of all time. There's a lot of them there, Joseph. 2-0 now. So if Snell is able to go 6, that'd be a good thing. Right, these channel. The 2-0, 3-0. The 3-0. There's a strike. 3-1. The 3-1. Foul ball. Full count now to Bichette. And the 3-2 to Bichette is ball 4. So Snell at 90 pitches now. So Bichette will take first base. And that'll bring Alejandro Kirk to the plate. So Snell with his 3rd walk of the night. He struck out 4. And it looks like IKF is going to be the pinch runner for Bo Bichette. So here's Kirk at the plate. First pitch. Oh, and there's a base hit to right field. And IKF will stop at second. We got runners on first and second now. As Kirk gets another hit. And that'll bring Dalton Varsho now to the plate. The natural, the rookie. Yeah, Sandlot was a good movie. Angels in the outfield, anyone? And it looks like there's a meeting on the mound. Home plate umpire about to go to the mound there to break up the meeting. Dalton Varsho is going to be at the plate. Varsho tied the game up with a 2-run homer. So Varsho had that big 2-run homer that tied up the game. Sheehan is warming up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. So let's see what happens here in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for the Blue Jays as Snell sets here against Varsho. First pitch, 1-0. Let's get those likes up, folks. Let's try to get to 50 likes if possible. Hit that sub button if you're not subbed up and you're watching for the first time. There's ball 2. Right, Joseph? It could happen. Snell sets here on the 2-0. The pitch to Varsho is fouled back 2-1. Got Ernie Clement waiting on deck for the Blue Jays. The 2-1. A swing and a miss to Varsho. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Foul ball. Still 2-2. Yo, what up, Max? What's going on, dude? What's up, buddy? Shout out to my boy Max Coverage. What up, Max? Another 2-2 pitch from Snell. In the dirt, full count. 3-2. I feel you, Max. I feel you. You are correct. You are correct. Unfortunately, it's not the case, man. The 3-2 is fouled off. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes to Varsho. See if Blue Jays trying to take the lead here. Another 3-2 pitch coming up here from Snell. Here it is. And that ball's hit into right field. Foul ball. Another 3-2 pitch coming up here to Varsho. Oh, and he hit him! Oh. Bases are now loaded with nobody out. That was the 100th pitch by Blake Snell. Let's see what Dave Roberts does here. Well, that's going to do it for Blake Snell. Snell has lost it. Yeah, I mean, Blue Jays bats have, they actually they got him out. I mean, they were able to score 2 runs off of him. But Snell also, he's gotten the job done too. I mean, he all things considered, Snell did a really good job other than giving up the 2 home runs. And now the bases are loaded, so he's responsible for the runners on base. You have Emmett Sheehan, who's going to be on the mound. He'll be facing Clement when we get back to the game. So yeah, the Dodgers are in trouble right now. They are in trouble right now. The bases loaded, nobody out. I don't know. I have a feeling the Blue Jays might take the lead here, man. If they don't capitalize here, I don't know. They had an opportunity like this earlier in the game and could not capitalize as Clement fouls off the first pitch. Here is Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Dodgers as he's taken over pitching duties for Blake Snell. The 0-1. And that, just like that, the Blue Jays take the lead. And the Blue Jays take a 3-2 lead with the bases still loaded, nobody out. As Clement comes through with an RBI single. So Blue Jays have a 3-2 lead. First lead of the game. And it looks like Nathan Lucas is going to pinch hit for Miles Straw. So things are getting really interesting here now. Snell was only able to go 5 innings in tonight's game. 5 innings, gave up 8 hits. Just gave up the 3rd run. He is responsible for 2 of the 3 runners on base now. Here's Nathan Lucas pinch hitting for Miles Straw. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1. Got him with the slider. As Sheehan sets here on the 0-1 to pitch is a swing and a miss, 0-2. The infield is playing in. Here's the 0-2. Foul ball. 0-2 still. To Lucas. Two to Lucas as Sheehan sets. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1, 1-2. The 1-2 from Sheehan. 2-2. 2-2 now to Nathan Lucas. As Lucas sets. The 2-2. Fouled away. Still 2-2. The 2-2. Full count. Three balls, two strikes here to Lucas. Bases are loaded here in the bottom of the sixth with nobody out. So the Dodgers are in major, major trouble right now. Here's the 3-2 from Sheehan, and that is popped up left side. Muncy making a run for it, but it is out of play. Still a full count to Lucas. The Blue Jays could blow this game open right here, right now. They could get one big hit and really take the lead here. They're up by one. They're up by one now. Another 3-2. Ball four. That's going to drive another run. Kirk will score. It's a 4-2 game now. And the Blue Jays fans are fired up here, folks. And the bases are still loaded with nobody out. So here's Jimenez, who struck out twice tonight. It's 0-1 to Jimenez. The 0-1. Foul back, 0-2. As Sheehan sets here on the 0-2 against Jimenez. The pitch. 1-2. One ball, two strikes to Jimenez. Here's the pitch. And that is a line drive to right field. And it is now a 5-2 game. And the Blue Jays bats are just pouring it on here in the bottom of the sixth as they take a 5-2 lead against the Dodgers. Here's the pitching coach talking with Sheehan. Here's George Springer. It's still nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. This is the crazy part. Still nobody out. It's a 5-2 game. The Blue Jays just put up 3 runs now. So 5-2. They have 10 hits in tonight's game on 5 runs. 5 runs on 10 hits. Here's George Springer now. So Springer's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. First pitch to Springer is a grounder. They get the runner out at home, and that's all they're going to get. So finally, the Dodgers get the first out here in the bottom of the sixth. But the bases are still loaded with one out. And that'll bring Davis Schneider to the plate. Yeah, had it been for that, if Betts didn't have a hard time getting that ball out of the glove, they could have had a double play, but they were only able to get the runner out at home. And it looks like Addison Barger is going to come to the plate, and Dave Roberts making the trip to the mound, as there will be a pitching change. And Anthony Banda will be coming in to pitch for the Dodgers. But I appreciate you all joining me here. We're in a commercial break. Pitching change going down. But the Blue Jays bats are pouring it on here, folks. They're pouring it on. Yeah, 36 votes. And yeah, 53% of you said that the Dodgers are going to take game one. It's not looking good for them, though, as of right now. Do I think the Blue Jays will continue to be a problem against the Yankees for the next few years? I do think they're going to be a problem. I think every team in the AL East next year is going to be a problem. Honestly, man, but the Blue Jays are the team right now, dude. They're definitely going to be a problem for the next few years. The Yankees are going to have to. They're gonna have to figure this out. You know, they gotta get to work in the off season. You know, I don't know what the Yankees' game plan is. You know, last week when Cashman and Boone talked, they didn't really put out that game plan. But I'm pretty sure they might have something that they want to do. I'm sure they have an idea of what they want to do. I have an idea of what I think they should do, but I'll talk about that on a different live stream. But here's Anthony Banda on the mound for the Dodgers as he's facing Addison Barger, who takes ball one. Foul back, 1-1. Two and one now to Barger. Oh, Barger hits that ball into right field. Oh my God, it's a grand slam. Holy cow. It's a 9-2 game. A pinch hit grand slam from Addison Barger. You got to be freaking kidding me. Oh my God. Wow. Holy smokes. Wow. They have just put up 7 runs in this inning, man. They are taking it to the Dodgers. Jockey Boy says, show the world, NFE. That was, wow. Wow. Oh, my God. Bird's Eye 11 says, this is the team that beat the Yankees. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're not lying. This is the team that beat the Yankees. You're not wrong there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hits a ball to center field, and that's going to drop in front of Pages. And the bats are just going to town right now. The Blue Jays are just absolutely just steamrolling the Dodgers right now in this game 1. The Blue Jays are just savages right now. Here's IKF, who swings and misses on the first pitch. It's 0-1. Yeah, assuming that the Dodgers lose this game, I mean, as of right now, it's looking that way. I mean, I know it ain't over. I get it, but these guys better, the Dodgers, they need to come back with some fire tomorrow night. But it's 1-1 now to IKF. And IKF pops that one up to left field. Kike Hernandez makes the catch for out number 2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will stay put at first base. Here's Alejandro Kirk, who's 2 for 2. Couple of singles, couple of runs. Also had a walk. Want to know here to Alejandro Kirk. First pitch hit grand slam in World Series history for Addison Barger. And Kirk hits that ball deep into center field. That ball is gone. Oh, my God. A 2-run home run by Alejandro Kirk. It's an 11-2 game. Yeah, this game belongs to the Blue Jays. This game belongs to the Blue Jays, folks. Game 1, I know it ain't over, but to me, it's over. Holy smokes. I did not expect this kind of game. But it's 11-2 now. They have put up 9 runs in this inning. The Blue Jays. And Varsho pops that up to left field as Kike Hernandez runs in, makes the catch. But the Blue Jays have done some damage. An Addison Barger grand slam. Yeah, this game is... you could say this game is in the books for game one. It's Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays. Wow, this is brutal. Oh my God. Yeah, what a freaking inning, all right. What a freaking inning, all right. Oh, I appreciate you, D's channel. I'm just glad that I'm not rooting for any of the teams to win, man. I just I said I wanted to see some good games, but this is a good game in the sense that I just didn't expect the Blue Jays to be smashing like this. This is insane. Yeah, I bet your nephew's probably super excited along with your brother-in-law. This is a crazy game. Yeah, can they put that Office Space wannabe Jack with those? I guess this is how they celebrate with the sports jacket. Wow, this game is I'm at a loss. I literally I am at a loss for words here, people, as you can tell. The Dodgers are excuse me, the Blue Jays are up 11-2. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Oh my God. Let's see how many likes we got in the building. It's still at 30. It's all right. Yeah, Dave Roberts is probably fuming right now that his team is down by 9 runs. And here's Fisher on the mound for the Blue Jays. Got Tommy Edman at the plate. He's 1 for 2. It's 2-0 here to Edman. 3-0 now to Tommy Edman. So Barger in right, Lucas in left, IKF at second. So all 3 came in as pinch hitters. There's a 4-pitch walk to Tommy Edman. So leadoff man is on for the Dodgers. And here is Andy Pius, who's 0 for 2. Takes strike 1, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. This was like what I was saying before the game started. I was talking about the bullpen for both teams. I mean, so far, I mean, the Blue Jays bullpens have been obviously they've been able to hold their own. Bullpen for the Dodgers, though, I mean, just I had some question marks about their bullpen. They've been able to pull it off in this postseason, but still 2-2 now to Pajes. So runner on first, nobody out. Struck him out looking. Pajes now 0 for 3. Looks like Chris Bassett warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Here's Shohei Ohtani, who's 0 for 3, struck out twice and also grounded out. There's a strike to Ohtani. The 0-1. Whoa, upstairs, 1-1. The 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2 now to Ohtani. As Fisher sets here against Ohtani. The 1-2. Rip foul. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Ohtani hits that ball to right field, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run by Shohei Ohtani. It's an 11-4 game. Blue Jays up by 7 runs now. It was a nice swing there by Ohtani. And here is Mookie Betts, who is 1 for 2. So 1 out here in the top of the 7th. It's now an 11-4 game. The 0-1. 0-2 now to Betts. There's Chris Bassett warming up for the Blue Jays. The 0-2. Pitch is low, 1-2. Did he go? Yes, he did. First base umpire said he went around. That's the second strikeout for Fisher. 2 outs now in the top of the 7th. So Betts strikes out swinging. And that'll bring Freddie Freeman to the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Freeman. Yo, 1. Oh, swing and a miss. 0-2. Blue Jays fans are on their feet. No balls, 2 strikes here to Freeman. Foul ball. Still 0-2. Did he go? No, he did not. Ball inside. 1-2. The 1-2. And Freeman pops that one up to right field. Barger's right there, makes the catch. And the bottom of the 7th is coming up. That is the 3rd out of the inning. It's the 7th inning stretch. So get up, stretch, get some food, get a drink, get a snack. Folks, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm going to take a break. Come right back. I'll leave you all with some tunes. I'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, we're back. Sorry for being a little late. We have Ernie Clement at the plate, who's 2 for 3. Robleski's on the mound for the Dodgers as Clement hits that ball to center field. Pages makes the catch for out number 1. I know it's a late night for a lot of you, especially for all the folks on the East Coast. I know it's almost 11 p.m. There's Nathan Lucas, who drew a walk in his first at bat when he came in as a pinch hitter. Got an RBI too. And he hits a grounder to Muncy, fields it, fires to first, and gets Lucas out. We're out number 2, so 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Andres Jimenez at the plate. It's 1-0 to Jimenez. The 1-0. Did he go? He did not, according to third base umpire. 2-0. Three and 0 now to Jimenez. What up, Frederick? Got Jacob Frederick in the building. What's up, buddy? There's a strike. 3-1 now to Jimenez. How's the Blue Jays killing the Dodgers? Simple, man. They showed up. That's why. As that pitch is fouled back, it's a full count now to Jimenez. Foul ball by Jimenez, trying to keep the inning alive. The Blue Jays are showing up, man. You know, they're hungry. They want it. They're the underdogs. They're trying to prove to the baseball world that they got this. And another foul ball by Jimenez. There's a grounder fielded by Edman, throws over to first for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning here for Robleski. And we're going to the top of the 8th. Ohtani's not having a good game. Yeah, Ohtani's definitely not having a good game. He's 1 for 4. He had that 2-run home run, but he's 1 for 4. He had that 2-run home run, but that's about it from Ohtani. So Blake Snell didn't exactly have a great outing. He was able to hold his own, but then the Blue Jays bat started to catch up to him. But we are in a commercial break, folks. Top of the 8th will be coming up. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that sub button. Keep sharing this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Well, looks like he says, well, it looks like Don Mattingly's great hitting coach just won. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's crazy how good the Blue Jays are playing in this game, man. They just the bats just blew up, man. Crazy, crazy. I didn't. This wasn't what I was expecting. I can't speak for the rest of you, but this was definitely not what I was expecting. Gotcha. Yeah, if the Blue Jays go two nothing going back to LA, that would be insane. Well, here's Chris Bassett on the mound for the Blue Jays as he's facing Will Smith. There's 0-2 as Smith fouls that pitch off. Will Smith is 1 for 2 with a walk, had a single and an RBI. Here's the 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. There's a grounder hit to Guerrero Jr., who steps on the bag for the first out. Here's Mookie Betts now, or excuse me, Teoscar Hernandez at the plate. There's a strike to Hernandez, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Yeah, they got a better hitting coach. I just simply said they showed up. They're hungry. They're the underdogs. They're trying to show up. The 0-2. 1-2 now to Hernandez. And that is popped up. Out of play. Still 1-2 to Hernandez. The 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Nah, you're good, Robert. You don't need to stop. The 2-2. Full count now to Hernandez. 3-2, ball 4. Yeah, for sure. D's channel. I appreciate you popping in. After the top of the 8th, I'm gonna have to get going too. Unfortunately, there's some things I gotta take care of. So I have to end the live stream early, but at least I'm able to call the top of the 8th. But I appreciate you popping in. So, folks in the chat, if you're still here, I do have to. I am gonna end the stream after the top of the 8th. There's just some things I got to take care of. So once this inning is over, I'll have to get going. But the 1-1, 1-2. Right, Robert? Here's the 1-2. Foul ball by Muncy. So runner on first, 1 out. Top of the 8th. Dodgers have a 11-4 lead. Ooh, there's ball 2. They're just looking for that strike. Two. Swing and a miss, and Muncy strikes out. 2 outs now here in the top of the 8th. That's rough, Sunil. And here is Kike Hernandez. Kike Hernandez takes strike 1. As Bassett sets here on the 0-1, the pitch. Ball 1, 1-1. Foul ball. 1-2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kike Hernandez. See if he's able to keep this inning alive. The 1-2. Oh, swing and a miss, and Bassett gets a strikeout for the final out of the inning. So the Blue Jays are on fire. So unfortunately, folks, like I said, I do have to get going. I hate to call the game early, but there's just some stuff that I gotta tackle in this game. Kind of went a little later than I thought, but I mean, to be expected. But I hope you all do understand. But I do have to get going. But the bottom of the 8th is coming up. Blue Jays are in the lead 11-4. I mean, I know it ain't over, but it's looking like this game is about to, it looks like game 1 belongs to the Blue Jays. I think that's a safe bet. But I should be back live tomorrow for another live play-by-play. Hopefully, I can call that one game in its entirety. So, but I do appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you, Jockey Boy. You have a great night, and thank you for hanging out, bro. I know you're a big Blue Jays fan, so I know you're super excited. Thank you, Robert, so much. Thank you to everybody, folks in the chat. Once again, thank you all so much for your continued support of supporting the Strike Zone, supporting the live streams. Any way you all show support, it's greatly appreciated. You guys and gals are the best. Yeah, I mean, you could say I pretty much called most of it. I'm just not calling, the bottom of the 8th and top of the 9th. You know what I mean? I don't think this game will go into the bottom of the 9th, but I know sometimes baseball is a funny game. Yeah, I appreciate you, Jockey Boy. Thank you so much. But folks in the chat, thank you all very much. Have a great night, everybody. All right. And we'll see you all tomorrow night. Thank you all again. And may the best team win. Game 2 tomorrow. See you all later. Have a great night. We out.